Right. Last week, I tried to stream through my cell phone, and that was a bad plan. So you'll excuse me if I take a moment to watch the streams before I show my face. Yeah. Okay, let's do this thing. It is a Thursday night. I am a Screaming Wyvern. I call myself Wyvern because I hoard role playing games like a dragon. I'm also slightly unbalanced and occasionally toxic. And tonight, for some, a repeat. For most, not a repeat because last week's just kind of collapsed in on itself, which happens sometimes. I don't feel stupid. Everything is fine. Um, Tonight's game is by Dark Mirror Media. It is. I've lost my script. It is Dead Man's Promise Bounty Hunter by Dark Mirror Media. The itch.io link has been posted in the chat and will be on the screen. The creator, Jess, is part of the team behind Let's Be Legendary, which is a actual play RPG in its 5th year, with the titular Dead Man's Promise being the bounty hunter group in this Feywild West, where the story takes place. The main character is Talia Gray, half lichen werewolf from that show, which is absolutely fantastic. I recommend it to everyone. And somehow I have met my move goal by sliding my chair over here. So I suppose that's good. It is linked from the itch.io page. So now that I know everything seems to be streaming properly, needless to say, if that stops, I'd really appreciate a another "oh no" or something like that. I hope it doesn't need to go there. So today, because I was getting grumpy about how the dice were working, um, and because I like getting Fantasy Grounds giving me thumbs up on Blue Sky, I went ahead and moved to Fantasy Grounds. So if we go ahead and pull this up, oh look, it's the Let's Be Legendary title card. So, okay, first off, let's go ahead and change the dice. We've got what? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's perfect. Yep, those are good dice for tonight. Okay. So, I have all the document copied over here. So normally this would be paper and pen game. We will want a journal. Let's go ahead and pull up player notes so that we can do that. We will go ahead and call this, well, how about Dead Man's Promise Bounties? Okay. And the one thing I do want to throw in, since I thought it was hilarious last week, and let's get a random random name generator going. Not behind the name. Fantasy name generator. There's what we want. There's what we want. Okay. Fantasy and folklore. We want big bads. Here we go. Here we go. I have a supervillain's names going off here. That's perfect. Okay. These are going to be far more epic than I had last week. I'm going to admit. Although I was still very fond of, what was it, like Vanessa the. Okay, so get started. First thing we're going to go ahead and do is go on the bounty table. So first roll is for trait 1. 5 is a radical. Oh, I want to go ahead and call this round 1. So we have a radical cattle rustler. Radical. The bounties are always wanted alive for questioning if you kill them in the shootout phase, which means 10 or more points above what they draw. You only get half the reward. But because they're cattle rustler, we get a double reward. Okay, so this is the Mammoth Ox. Reward 2d6 times 10, and then we'll throw in 2d6 times 100, and then we'll throw in a double of that for 1800. Okay. So nothing too wild there. But we have the board up. Okay. So here's the way it works. This is Talia. Let's go ahead. Nope. I didn't mean to actually make her bigger. I meant to. There she is. So this is Talia. As we move through the hunt, she will go across these boxes. Once as soon as she gets to the other side of these boxes, then she will be done. I'll go ahead and hide that word. If the enemy manages to overtake her and gets away, I draw 3 more boxes. She gets through those, and then 2 boxes, and then 1 box, and then we're just freaking going to get them. Unless they have some kind of special thing going. Now, I made my hunting phase, but I've got to actually put it out where I could get to it. Okay, let's go ahead and quickly throw that onto the screen here. Say it. Throw that. Thank you. Okay. So, we start off. It says, the bounty escapes another bounty hunter. They ask for your help. Gain 3 progress. 1, 2, 3. The shootout phase, draw 4 cards for your team and split the reward equally. You can end up with several hunting parties. Okay. So, being helped by the bounty hunter. Okay, this is almost too logical. So, going to go ahead and work with the talented mercenary here. Okay. Next roll is, oh my god, I'm being helped by another. Okay. Yes. The upset magician. I hope I don't have another one, because the next name is very much a villain name. Roll, and 4. The bounty commits another crime. Raised. Oh wait. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then that moves us off the table. So the reward is 1,900 gold, which does not split 3 ways very well. Let's go ahead and open the deck box. So we are getting 6 cards. Where are these 6 cards? I don't know. There we go. Okay. So we're going to ignore the fact that that's hilariously showing. We have the king, the 6, the ace, the 9, the jack, and the joker. So, 13, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 20, 29, 30, 40. Okay, so my roll is my hand is 40. So let's go ahead and discard all of those. And now I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 for our enemy. And they come up with 19. Is 40 higher than 19 by 10? It sure is. So, not only am I splitting this 3 ways, reward halved and split 3 ways. Get a calculator running in the background here. 1,900 divided by 2 divided by 3 is a whopping. I'm just going to go ahead and round this down. 300 gold. Now, as you may remember, or as you wouldn't know because you wouldn't know, I need 10,000. So, right now, if I go ahead and pass out 300 gold, that is substantially less than the 10,000. Okay. So that's the way the game works. So We're headed into round 2. Let's head over to the bounty table. I'm going to go ahead and just roll 2 dice at once. Bounty 1 is a coward killer. I'm going to go ahead and say that's a cowardly killer, because otherwise that's someone who kills killers, and, well, I think that's Talia. I mean, that's kind of the point here. Cowardly killer. Killer means ×3 reward. And how much are... Oh, first off, we need to go ahead and give them their villain name, which is the Bitter Mugger. Now, roll this. That is 6. 6 times 3 is 1,800. Which is hilarious that it ended up being exactly the same as last time. Don't do that anymore. Bounty table. I've lost my player notes. Oh no, that's the list of player notes. And tablets. Hunting tablet. Okay, let's go ahead. Get the main map shortcutted. We'll go ahead and get the player notes shortcutted. Bounty table and the hunting table. There. That way I'll be able to grab the information whenever I need to without any problem. So Talia gets to go ahead and start back at the beginning. Hunting table. First roll. 1. The going is tough. 1 progress, which gets me on the board. Woohoo. Second roll. 4. The bounty commits another crime. Raise their reward by 100. So they're going to be worth 1,900 now. Which, again, hilarious. A 1. Oh, I got the 2 progress for it's really hard to remember. It shouldn't be. It's not that complicated, but it's very hard for me to remember. Going is tough. Gain 1 progress. Okay, what is this? 4. Local saloon helps you. Information from a local saloon helps you track the bounty. Gain 2 progress. This one has been very nice and clean so far. Let's see what happens with our last attempt. A second bounty pairs up with the first. Gain 3 progress. I didn't need 3 progress. When you catch up, draw 2 cards for yourself and 2 for each bounty. Resolve the shootout as though you fought them individually. If you lose to one but win against the other, the winner flees. And you can't follow with the one you caught. If you lose to both, you die. So, if you only get one, you only get one. So let's see who our new friend is. Okay. Bounty 2. We have another cowardly thief this time, which is wonderful. His handle is Captain Cowardly Scorpion. I love that for him. The reward for just that guy is going to be 600. Okay, so Cowardly. Let's go ahead and bring up. Actually, I'll just go ahead and have the rules proper on the side here. I opened the wrong program. Reopen the wrong program. So many exciting things that you're not seeing going on. Okay. A coward. If this bounty escapes, add 2 extra boxes to the second chase. So that just means that they're going to be much harder to reach easily. Okay. Discard all the cards from my hand. Okay, so just like before, the first thing I'm going to be doing is drawing my 2 cards. And that is a 3 and an 8. My draw 11. That is not a very high draw. So, let's go ahead and draw 2 more. This is for the Bitter Mugger, who gets 23. 25. So that's bad. And the second one is a 6. So, based on the way that this is worded, although hypothetically would have killed me, I'm still in the game. Although they aren't. And this one is captured, which means I get to hand out a reward of 600 gold. Again, I'm going for 10,000. The rapid speed at which I am rapidly rapiding is amazing. For some reason, YouTube's preview is buffering, so that's very confusing. Okay. Nope. That. So, we are on round 3. I have had 4 bad guys show up. And I reshuffle after every Reshuffle the cards after every 4 bounties. So that would be now. No, wait. 1 bounty, 2, 3. Okay, round 3. We're starting. We're starting with our 3rd bounty now. Okay, bounty 1. Got my table up here, and I am rolling a charming escaped prisoner. Who goes by the very charming escaped prisoner name of Escaped Agent Devilish Spider. Escaped Agent Devilish Spider. The reward for Agent Devilish Spider is 500. So we go ahead and bring up the board. So he has to start from the start again, of course. And our first roll is the bounty commits another crime, raise their reward by 100, and then gain 2 progress. So that's nice, I guess. 2 progress later. Yep. Wrong table. Wrong table. Right table. Okay. That. The going is tough. Gain 1 progress. Intel from a local saloon helps you track the bounty. Gain 2 progress. Stop grabbing that one. And a 4. The bounty commits another crime, which means he is now worth 700. I thought I discarded everything. Discard your whole hand. Okay, that's better. Because their bounty went up, and I moved to the end of the search. So, I'm going to go ahead and deal 1, 2 for me, 1, 2 for them. So my total is going to be 18. Their total is 12. That's not by 10. They have been captured. Which means I get my reward of 700 gold. Which means I have passed 1,000. Not exactly the speed at which I'm betting my friend here would like me to be. Shuffle the discard back into the deck. And we are ready for... Space is annoying me. Round 4. Okay. Bounty 1. Bounty 1 will be a 6 and a 4. Oh, it's that scary, scary word. An odd escaped prisoner. Now, when it says something is odd, that means that they have some kind of ability or luck or the The world is just pissy. Let's see exactly what that means for us today. Six. You recognize this bounty style. You've hunted one like them before. Add another card to your hand. That is not a terrible thing. This is Lord Water Spirit. Lord Water Spirit is worth 700. And let's go ahead and drag that over as a reminder. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start our hunt. It starts back there. Okay, 5. Second bounty pairs up with the first. When you catch up, draw 2 cards. So it's a good thing that I've got an extra card. Bounty 2. Bounty 2 is a cowardly cattle rustler, which means that they would be worth double. And since they're working with someone, doesn't matter that they're cowardly. So they are Captain Devil Wolf, Captain Devil Wolf, and they are going to be worth 800 times 2. The reward is going to be 1,600. So, needless to say, we would kind of like Captain Devil Wolf. Yeah, I'm making that change official. Captain Devil Wolf. So that brings me to slow going, so we only get 1 from that roll. I'm being helped out by a bounty hunter. Working with the bounty hunter. Bone Stealer. Sure, that might as well happen. 3 progress. Hold on. 1, 2, 1. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see what flips us over the edge here. 5. A third bounty. Very nice, let's say. Bounty 3. We are adding to our list of enemies a radical kidnapper. Radical kidnapper. Times 4 reward. Now that's a positive. This is just Staker. Their reward. Oh, I'm so glad that they have a times 4 reward. 1,200 though. Plus side, I've got help. Minus side, half bounties. So let's get the cards. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for us. And then 2 for Bone Stealer, 2 for Devil Wolf, and 2 for Staker. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that there is a 12, 22, 30, 33. My draw, 33. Okay. Go ahead and clear off the desk a bit. So, first off, we have Lord Water Spirit. Lord Water Spirit has rolled a 16, which means that Lord Water Spirit is dead. Next off, we have Captain Devil Wolf. Cowardly. I don't believe Cowardly does anything on a Joker. Nope. As far as we're concerned, that's just like he rolled a 0, which means Captain Devil Wolf is killed. Except that's not where I've been putting it. I've been putting it right underneath the bounty name. And I'm randomly adding things. And finally, Staker. 17. What was my number? My number was 33, which means 17 is more than 10 under, which means that they were also killed. Which means the reward is halved. So, 2,200, 2,900, 2,900 divided by 2 is 1,450. Oh, wrong one. 1,450. So that one assignment was equal to all the money that we've earned from the other two. So, yay. 3050. We are under the third of the way there. Okay. Round 5. I'm actually going to it's a little easier to see for later. There is a certain amount of advertising for Fantasy Grounds going on here. Look at how pretty I can make this. Okay, round 5. Set that up as the title. And bounty, county 1, bounty 1. Bring back up our bounty table, close our party sheet, and what we got this time? We have an odd escaped prisoner. Very unusual. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna see what the odd table is before I give him the name, because if it gives me one that I got last week, it's too good not to use. Okay, oddity table. This bounty has a posse of charmed individuals. You must avoid being seen while on the trail. Subtract 1 progress from all hunting phase rolls. Okay, we will go ahead and go with the title of The Violet Prince. Put this right here. Reward. Please roll high. That is the opposite of rolling high. Go me. But what you gonna do? Every little bit helps. Okay, Talia, let's go ahead and start you at the start of the board. And let's begin the hunt. The bounty leaves behind another legend. Roll 1d6 to add another trait to them from the first column, then gain 2 progress. Okie dokie, bounty list. So now they are cowardly. That is kind of silly, but an odd, cowardly escaped prisoner. So if I don't get them on the first try, they're going to be a pain in the keister for me on the second. 2 progress gain. Do the roll. And this would be a second bounty. This may make up for how inexpensive the Violet Prince is. Five. So that's radical. A radical killer. That sounds so horrible. And the title that we have for this murderous bastard is The Misty Armadillo. Okay, there we go. There's the numbers I've been looking for. Reward. So the base one is 1100, which means 3300 for this one. Okay. And 2 progress. Really need to make sure that I can see the whole shebang. Okay. Next. A 6. The bounty escapes another bounty hunter. Oh, that's nice. They ask for your help. Gain 3 progress. So we are going to be helped here. Working with bounty hunter. The Naughty Conjurer. Also known as John Constantine if you're a DC fan. Oh, yes. Okay, so that does make this fight easier, even though I'm losing out on some of that 3,300. Okay. Front. No, I can't. Discard the hand. Okay. So I get 4 cards. The Violet Prince. Oh no! 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 Okay, I forgot it. I'm not moving that fast. So the first one, it was 2, so it's only I get a penalty. Then I got 2, so I got a penalty, and we're still on the hunt. We're still on the hunt. 4. They commit another crime, and I get 1 progress. This does mean that he's slightly more valuable to me, so that's good. Hunting table. Intel from a local saloon helps you track the bounty, gain 2 progress, except it's only 1. And finally-ish. If I roll a 1, it's not finally anything. 3. The bounty leaves behind another legend. Roll 1d6 to add another trait to them. So now, in addition to being odd and cowardly, they are also bloodthirsty. We'll go ahead and odd, bloodthirsty, cowardly, escaped prisoner. So, bloodthirsty, if you lose but don't die, draw another card for the bounty. If it's an ace, you are injured and must add 3 boxes to your second phase. If it's a joker, you die. So, probably not a serious issue since he's having to deal with having an ally. Okay, we are now legitimately on to the next phase. So, first round. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards for me and my friends. 1, 2 for the Violet Prince, and 1, 2 for the Misty Armadillo. Okay, so this right here is 26, 27, 28, 39. So they're probably not going to make it out. With a 12, absolutely not. The Violet Prince is killed. And the Misty Armadillo is also very most sincerely dead. Which unfortunately means that 3,300 reward that I was going for has now dropped to a 1,650 reward. That plus the whopping 400 from the Violet Prince means that all my work brings in a bounty of 1025. Whoop the dizzle. Okay, well, we're very close to halfway there. And you know, we've found plenty of people with interesting names. So what more can you hope for? Round 6. Okay, bounty 1. Bounty 1 is going to be a bloodthirsty train robber, which means we have a double reward. Oh, this is absolutely what you would expect from a bloodthirsty train robber. The Groovy Moth. Yes. The reward for the Groovy Moth will be 800. That's not too bad. Okay. Those. Let's quickly. I can't actually remember I have 31 cards in the deck. I'll do it after this fight. Bring up the board. Put Talia in the front. And let's go to hunting. 4. The bounty commits another crime. 2 progress for me. And 100 to the reward. Kind of both a bummer and a good thing. Hunting table. A second bounty pairs up with the first. Gain 3 progress. I really horkered that last turn, I think. Oh well. Bounty. 55, a radical kidnapper. And as is extremely appropriate, we don't approve of people who kidnap. So their value is 6 times 4 is... My brain short-circuiting. Yes, I know I could have done a calculator, but I have some pride. Somewhere. Slow going, gain 1 progress. And one way or the other, this should move us to the edge of the board. Got intel on that final bounty. So this one is all me. There's less likely to be overwhelming damage this time around. I did not give the radical kidnapper his villain name. He is Dr. Misty Comic. They are Dr. Misty Comic. I definitely don't want to imply doctorates only belong to one gender. Okay. 2 for me, 2 for the moth, and 2 for the comic. So my draw is 16. I'm not having to remember 4 cards, so I don't need to write that down. The moth's draw is 1 more, so I have failed to capture them. That is bad. 2 more. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no. Oh dearie I. Now, on the plus side, speaking purely from canon, Talia will end up being nursed back to health by a priestess of the Undertaker, the god of death in these here parts. But that doesn't make me feel any better because she's going to do it with No money on hand. That's right. I have done a lost. So we're going to go ahead and start from the top. Okie dokie. Got her lined up there. It's the bounty table. And our first bounty is a bloodthirsty cattle rustler. Double the reward. The cattle rustler is known as the Naughty Spectre. And he is going to be worth... Ooh, maximum roll 2,400 it is. That would be a good bounty. So let's see what happens with the hunting. Well, it starts off immediately with them getting a friend. Let's go ahead and remember to push Talia into the third position. And 1 and 6. This is a mastermind train robber. Known to his friends or enemies as the Rotten Swine. The reward for them is... $300. Train robber is double bounty. So, 600. Okay, what is a mastermind? A mastermind gets 1 extra card in their hand during the shootout, which, as we saw, can be extremely uncomfortable for me. Okay, back to the hunting. Slow going, 1 progress. I get a friend, which is going to probably make up for the mastermind. Round 1, being assisted by... Now, sometimes it do work quite nicely, because the Laughing Gunner really isn't a bad choice for a name. So, we have made it to the first shootout. I am getting 4 cards. I'll go ahead and flip those. 19. My first roll, my draw, 19. Okay. Go ahead and discard those. 2 for the Spectre, 3 for the Swine. That is 21. 21 is higher than 19. So the odds are against Talia. And yet not. 7, 8, 9, 10. So the good news is I defeated one of them and the other one escaped. The bad news is the one that escaped was the one I really wanted to fight or defeat. So the Naughty Spectre has escaped. And the Rotten Swine was captured. Bold those. Go into my little party sheet. And yeah. Good things I still have that money. That's so cute. Okay. Round 2. Make that a header. Bounty 1. Oops. Okay. Who are we up against this time? This is a bloodthirsty killer. And we are going to call them the Ghastly Amazon, which actually seems okay. A killer means a triple reward. Drum rolling. 800 times 3 is 24. Yes, 2,400 gold. So this could be fun. Let's go ahead and move you back to the start of the track. Grab the hunting table. 6. I get a helper. 1, 2, 3 progress, which is good. Being helped by. Okay, this one. Lord Loud Robin. That is an acceptable name for a bounty hunter. Four, the bounty commits another crime, raise their reward by 100 and gain 2 progress. No, down you go. So they are currently worth 2,500 gold. That's a nice thing. And the bounty leads behind another legend. Roll 1d6 to add another trait to them. Okay, so they are an odd train robber. I don't know why I've read the entire line. Odd bloodthirsty killer. And what makes them so odd, I wonder. There are children missing where the bounty is holed up. Your panic pushes you to move faster. Add 1 progress to all hunting phase rolls. That was a unpleasant description, which, since I'm getting, to the end here, just isn't kind to the children. So let's go ahead and see here. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the GM. 1. Okay, 12, 23, 25, 35. And they are dead and dead. So bounty 1, the odd bloodthirsty killer, is dead. Can't say if they're trying to wrangle children into their evil deeds, but I'm too upset about them straight up dying. But because I had help, I only get half the gold, which currently means I have 1,550. Round 5. Skip ahead. Bounty 1. Okay. So I've had 3 bounties so far. So another odd one. It's an escaped prisoner again, who we will refer to as Master Macho Spy. Let's go ahead and see what makes him odd first. Okay. Unfortunately, still hiding near children, which means that I get panicky, as you should. His reward is only 500. Okie dokie. Up the map. Start us at this beginning. There's the hunting table and a road. Going is tough, 1 progress, except we are frantic, so 2 progress. 3, the bounty leaves behind another legend. They get another trait. Charming. So there is a chance that I will just let them go. If your bounty draws an ace as part of their hand, they just leave. And then they talk you out of capturing them. And you can keep on going after them if that seems worthwhile. But so, yeah, the girls from the Amber Alert have been found. So that is wonderful. Also, probably extremely painful through the speakers or whatever. Okay, where was I? I was adding charming to the escaped prisoner. And then 2 progress, which turns to 3. So hopefully that's the odd table. I want the hunting table. Oh, they get a 3rd trait before I get the 2. They are a cowardly. So if they escape, it's going to take longer to catch up to them. Charming, cowardly, except that won't as much because of the speed bonus. Because he's probably taking the kids with him somehow. Okie dokie. But 1, 2 progress. Go ahead and discard that. And 2 for me, 2 for him. An 18. That's a lovely number. against a 12. That is a capture. Which means I get 500 gold that I earned all by myself. Could have done with a little extra, but it's just an escaped prisoner, nothing too exciting. Okay. Let's go ahead and mark. So we reshuffled and prep round 4. And if you don't mind, I'm going to have myself a piece of brownie. Okie dokie. 4 and 2. That is a bloodthirsty killer. The name of said bloodthirsty killer will be unknown because I seem to have closed some stuff. Nope, there it is. Okay. Well, that's an interesting name for them. They will be the Unnatural Whiz. Yes. Oh, for the love of. Yay! Such massive rewards coming our way. Okay, Thalia. I really don't want another bounty hunter, but fine. Teaming up with Captain Terrific Soldier. That does make perfect sense. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bounty leaves behind another legend, which means he gets more annoying. A 5. There we go. A radical, so I want to keep him alive. Oh, that's not fair. Tisn't. Dropping that 4 ways. Well. Who said that the life of a bounty hunter was supposed to be glamorous? You know, I'm going to ignore that one. I'm going to continue ignoring that one. Good heavens. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 for me. 1, 2 for them. So we have 11, 23, 32. Yeah, so he is dead. Which means that the rare for him is only 450 in the first place. And that 450 gets divided by 2, so we get 225 each. And that is why I ignored that second roll. Okay, let's set out round 5. Okay, bounty 1 will be an odd killer again. And what makes them odd? Oh. The bounty underestimates you as a mere mortal and leaves you somewhere isolated, which means that Talia here can wolf out and eat. And said Randy. So whatever she draws as her card total, she's going to add 4 to it. Okay, dices. I'd like some higher numbers, please. Go sticking your head in a pig, say the dice. But that's okay. Okay. Roll number 1. So they're not just odd, they're also radical. Which we now have to add to his description. The radical Rancid Randy and that is 2 progress for me. Local Saloon gives you intel. Nice, clean one. And another thing of intel. Good stuff. There we go. That was a pretty clean hunt, all things considered. And we don't have to worry about any confusion from me wolfing out in the middle of working with someone else. Okay, 2 for me, 2 for them. So that is 7 plus 4 is 11. Oh, this is a little bit on the scary side. Yeah. So I have 11, they have 17. Okay. So that's fine. That just means that they escaped. So I'm going to go ahead and add once I remember how. This one. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add another 3 squares. Okay. So we start the hunt again. And we roll on the wrong table, which is good because I really don't want to be helped by it. I'm going to say that canonically wouldn't make sense with the already stated wolfing out, so... Now you're... Okay, 3. Bounty leaves behind another legend that we can deal with. We're looking at the first one, odd. No, we're not looking at the first one. Okay, they are a cowardly. Radical odd killer. Okay, hunting table. Oh, we did gain 2 progress from that. And 2 mark progress and another description on their bounty. I'm not letting you be any more odd, okay? Sure, you can have an extra card, but I'm not letting you be any more. That's a lot of words. Okay. So, GM gets 2 cards. Randy gets 3. Okay. That's 20 right there. 24 with my bonus. 10 right there. 15 with the bonus. So I have not done the overkill damage, which means they have been properly captured, which means that I get my full reward of 1,200. Much better. Okay, so close to where we were when the last unfortunate happened. Okay, we have only done 2 bounties, so we can set up round 6. Okay. This next person for the record is going to be called Rattlesnake. Okay, so bounty 1, odd killer. So I guess that makes as much sense as anything. Okay, the bounty has a posse of charmed individuals. You must avoid being seen while on the trail. Subtract 1 from all hunting phase rolls. 1 progress from all hunting phase rolls. And the reward for them is... Well, that's not a bad one. 3,000 gold. Okay. Grab the map. Let's go back to your usual spot. Right here. And time to go a-hunting. 1. Going is tough. Gain 1 progress, which means in this case I get no progress. No progress for me at all. 3. The bounty leaves behind another legend. Roll 1d6 to add another trait. You're already odd. I'm not letting you multi-odd. You are odd and charming. And then gain 2 progress, which is just 1 progress. 4. Bounty commits another crime. Not surprising, given how slowly it's taking me to catch up to him. Raise the reward by 100 and gain 2 progress. 5. A second bounty joins up. It's hilarious. Let's go ahead and roll them the same way I rolled before. That's silly. That's just silly. Okay, so another odd one. Odd cattle rustler. Times 2 reward. Mothman. There's no need to be down. I said Mothman. What makes you odd? You have charmed individuals as well. I'm going to re-roll that. Okay, so there's children missing where the bounty is holed up, so I'm gonna let them just cancel each other out there. And how much is the nasty Mothman worth? 800. Okay, so now we're just treating the hunting table as normal. So 1 didn't move at all. I moved 1. I moved 1. Yeah, that's right. Okay. 3. Bounty leads another legend. I'm going to go ahead and do the 2 movement so that I can forget about it later. He's already charming, so he can't be more charming. Now he's cowardly. Okie dokie. 2. Local Saloon gives you information to track. All good there. And finally, more information. Well, this all seems like a very normal battle. Okay. So, charming, if they roll an ace, then they just leave. They just go away. Everything's good. And then it's harder to reach them. So my 2, Rattlesnake's 2, and Mothman's 2. I have rolled 13. That is interesting. And they have rolled 15. That is a win for them. You know, it's a shame that no one could probably watch last week's because I did so well last week. But yeah, with a 26, if I wasn't doing a situation where I had two people winning that I die, then I would have died anyway. So tragically, Talia is going to meet up with the Undertaker again. This is why you don't play with other people's characters. Because you'll make choices that get them killed. Shameful. Absolutely shameful. I just noticed that I had stuff hidden by the PDF showing up, but that overall seems to be fine. So, no problem. And with that, we bring tonight's hunt to a close. Shamefully and embarrassingly, but to a close nonetheless. So, with that, I bid you good night. I will see you next time when I am looking to pull another game out of my bag, out of my hoard. And as always, be one of the good ones because there's way too many of the bad. Good night, partner.